It's your boy Young Love, I give him that treatment. Pancho leg stand, Panchi America, Panji Dwala, Banaban, Pancho leg stand, Panchi America, Panji Dwala, Banaban, walk on your leg, Kankaro, what on the watching, Oga leg, gear, wow, leg, Panda with ya, Panchi America, Panya Dwala, Bano, Chingatongo Pandon, could you ever buy a check out, Paku Panda Jiro, what ya be Dwala venting. Stand Panchi America, Panji Dwala, Banaban, Pancha leg stand Panchi America, Panji Dwala, Banaban, walk on your leg, Kankaro, what on the watching, Oga leg, gear, wow, leg, Panda with ya, Panchi America, Panya Dwala, Bano, Chingatongo, Pandon, Kujura, Baya,
Welcome, Lagos State Media Show. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are tuning in. We are here today with a special show regarding the election going on in United States of America. Welcome, Brother Abram.
Hello, Brother Isaac. How you doing? Good morning to you guys. It's evening here.
Well, morning to us here. Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, thank you guys. Please share the video and start sharing. And for those of you who are watching in United States, you feel free to join us. Yeah, welcome aboard. We will send the link so you can join too. So everybody have to join, whether you are Republican or Democrat Party. So join. Let us start. So this show is about to encourage all South Sudanese Americans to go outside and vote. So we have 2 more days. So let me play a little bit music and we'll be down. Isaac, can you hear me a little bit?
Yeah. I'm not paying a father.
Okay. Baby. All righty. Okay, guys, start cheering, and I pin down the link. Click the link, and you can join us. Music is good, Isaac.
Yes, it's good.
Is that the new song?
Yeah.
They just sent me yes 2 days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll forward them to you on your WhatsApp.
All right, I will get them through WhatsApp. It's very nice song. Dr.
Hello. About
Morning.
Zenu.
Good evening.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, late a little bit.
No, it's all right. Habari yako mwalimu?
Yeah.
Yeah, Madid, you are fired. You are fired from that studio.
Joe Biden, what you?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I need to leave. I need to leave the show.
No. Don't leave the show. You
This
make
is
it
how the
again. You talk.
okay.
So, are you guys doing okay? Your family
Yeah,
members
yeah.
are doing fine?
Yeah, all
Okay.
good.
So how you doing?
Good.
So Dr. Dave, welcome to Legacy Media, brother Isaac Thiel. I know that you are from Australia, and you don't know a little bit, even though you know, but you don't know a little more
Yes.
about our election in America. So
Correct.
Dr. Dending and I, we know what does the election mean to the United States. So for those of you who turn in to Legacy Media, thank you for coming in. So tonight, and we're having this live show is about encourage South Sudanese America to go out and vote, regardless what party you belong. Like Dr. Dending is the Republican Party supporter, and and you see me, I wear my hat and my T-shirt. Joe Biden in the house.
So Donkey is going to kick the Alpen out of the White House, or is it the Alpen will refuse in the White House? Is that
Yeah. So welcome.
Well, Sleepy Joe will not go to White House at all.
Okay. Yeah, guys, as you has put it, Abraham, we people living in different planets. Let's say in different part of the world. We are in Australia, and how we conduct our election here is far different from what we have seen in the U.S., United States of America. I have become to my attention during the last election between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. We seen Hillary was leading Trump in every single polling stations, but lastly, the things have changed in a different way that we people in outside of America didn't know that there is another called state. There are some important states that if you win 27, something like that, you will win the election. So can people explain to us, the viewers and those who are living outside of the U.S., exactly how the election is done or is run?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, Dr. Dending, you want to answer that question to Isaac, or you want me to go ahead? Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, I can do that. Well, as you asked Isaac, in the United States, we don't do a popular vote. We do what we call electoral college vote.
Right. Yeah.
And the way electoral college votes work is this way. Every county in every state counts representing electronic college vote. Let's say, for example, what state are you, Madid?
I'm in Michigan. So Michigan now is one of the battleground.
Yeah, so Michigan, I believe, has 18 college electoral votes. I believe so, around that. So it means that there are 18 representatives in that state. Okay, that represent the county. Some represent maybe 2 counties or combined 3 counties, depends on the population. Okay, let's say if 12 counties voted for Joe Biden, okay, in Michigan, that means even though they have less population, but he wants 12 out of 18 counties, then Joe Biden will carry Michigan. Okay.
Okay.
So regardless whether you have millions of people in that particular area, no, it's the only what they count is to which county. Regardless what number is that particular county. Okay. So that is how it works right now. In Republicans, there are states that belongs to Republicans that even Democrats don't go and campaign in those states. They completely 100% controlled by Republicans. And there are some other states that are completely 100% controlled by Democrats. Okay, so Republicans don't even go and campaign. Those are actually what they call blue states for Democrats and red for Republicans. However, swing states are the states that are won by a candidate based on the principles of your campaign. What are you going to do? Okay, what are you going to do for America? For example, Pennsylvania. If Joe Biden is freaking, I'm sorry, he lost. Like he's against freaking. And since that you're against freaking, and since that you're against fracking completely, if you're against fracking, that means all the companies in Pennsylvania will be angry with you, and all people work there will not vote for you. Because if I come, for example, and dissolve and take away Lake State Media, what do you think the viewers will be? They'll be angry, right? What do you think the job for you will be taken away? So any candidate that's going to say that I'm going to take away Lake State, okay, will not be supported by Lake State members or supporters. So this is actually how it works in the United States. So the states that are actually swing states are the ones that determine who is going to be in the White House based on economic policy, based on your foreign policy. Unfortunately, on our side, majority of Americans believe that Donald Trump has not handled the issue of pandemic. This is what hurts Donald Trump right now. But if we come into other kind of coins, regardless who could have been a president, the problem would have been existing and would actually take a lot of lives, regardless who. Okay. Now, what confuses a lot of people is number of polls that he brought up. Okay.
Yeah.
The polls you see is not exact people that are going to vote. These are the people who think that what Madrid says is the one that is good for the country. Okay. However, when you go voting, okay, so when it comes to voting, even me, for example, you can ask me a question: is Madrid good director at Lake State? Okay, I may say yes. Somebody may say no. And if the number of people saying that yes is maybe 60%, and the number of saying no is 40%, then Madrid is leading this way. But when you go to ground during voting process, you find that people did not vote for the poll. Okay? And that was the reason actually Trump won election in 2016, because a lot of people were saying that Hillary is going to win based on what they say in the internet, not on the ground. And even right now, Joe Biden is leading. He's leading in many states by polls. But if you go through a number of people on ground, you can see that the mass number of people coming for Trump and number coming out for Joe Biden. So the day, which is after tomorrow, will determine who is going to be the next president of the United States. But I know it is Mr. Tupper Trump, not a sleepy Joe.
All right. Now,
I know you are supporting your guy, that ending, but we had enough for last 4 years. We have enough for President Trump. So we need Joe Biden. Joe Biden have a good record, seen from the senator to be a vice president, now to be a president. So Joe Biden. Give us an example.
Give an example of good records.
Who? Joe Biden?
Yes, 47 years in the Senate. 8 years as vice president. Give us the good records that he did.
Yes. So when he was in the Senate, like let's go back during South Africa crisis. You see, Joe Biden was one of the senators who stand with black Africans in South Africa so that they can get their right to take over. You see, so he had that record, and there's a video for it. We can play it if you want to, and then come to the vice president, and you see during 8 years Obama, you see how good thing they did. So when 2001, as you know, you and I know that 2001 there is a crisis in America, the terrorist attacks on 9/11, and America went to the recession. So all the job was be lost. When Obama was elected with Joe Biden, they bring job back, and economy was growing. You see, so until when they leave the office, the economy was very good chip, and they hand that to President. Yeah, and they hand that to President Trump, and you see what happened for the last 4 years. You see, the job now went down. Millions of people are jobless. You see, so and this is what we want. So, and also another than that, Joe Biden is when he was a young boy, he was working class citizen like us. You see, before he become Senate, so he was working like the job that we are, the labor job that we are doing now, you and I do in America. You used to do that. So I can go to his record one by one. So he's the right person.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. You can stop that. Let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you a little bit here.
Yeah,
that's a good discussion. First of all, South Sudanese Americans are voting for the interests of the South Sudanese Americans, not for the interests of other people. And I'm going to come down to this. First of all, that's a good when Obama left the office, there was 12% unemployment in the United States of America. 12%.
12%.
Okay? Yes, you can go to record about that. 12% unemployment in America. Among 12% unemployment in America, 75% of that 12% were black America unemployed percent. Okay. When Trump came in, he brought down that 12% to 3%, the greatest ever record in the United States of America, the history of America. Okay. Unemployment, great payment, good salaries, okay, under Trump. The African American unemployment is 3 times
Trump
as much as
President Obama.
What?
Trump heritage that employment rate. From
okay. I'm okay. I'm not saying that actually they didn't take it away from Obama. Just like Obama, when Obama came in, the economy was not 0%. You would not argue that. He said that it was not 0%. It was just a matter of being higher. Now, when we come to the history of black people, Trump and the Trump administration, the black community percentage of unemployment reduced. The HBCUs, the University of Black, historical black universities have been funded heavily by Trump. Small businesses of black community have been absolutely 100% funded by Trump, not Obama. Okay, these are record. Number one. Number two, a negative part from Joe Biden as a vice president. If the Republicans were the presidency, were the one holding a presidency by then, South Sudan would have not been in crisis. The problem that going on in our country was planted by Obama administration. And if you look into your eyes, it has been planted and supported by the Obama administration, and the record about that. That was the reason when I didn't vote for him second time.
Can I interject? During Obama administration, Obama haven't sanctioned the leaders of South Sudan. Right now, as we speak, can I ask you this question? How many leaders did President Trump sanction in South Sudan? How many leaders?
Why are you saying that when Obama left the office, we didn't sanction South Sudan? Oh my goodness, where were you? My goodness, the first sanction. Listen,
listen.
The first sanction
didn't sanction and leaders in South Sudan. They the only person I believe during the Obama administration was, if I am mistaken, was one of the rebel general. What is?
Are you talking about the sanction of individuals?
Yeah, individual, the leaders.
Okay, well, if you talk about the sanction of individuals, the number of individuals actually sanctioned by Trump are more than the number of actually sanctioned by Obama. And the reason being, Obama has interest. He had interest among those people. He didn't want to urge them. Okay, he didn't want them to give them sanction because there was interest. Now, that's one thing on the other side. Now, when we come to Libya, Obama was the one destroying the Libya. Right now, there are over 3,000 or 4,000 or 10,000 dying in Libya. Did Trump do that? Anything like that in Africa? No. Okay. So it was under Joe Biden that they went and killed Gaddafi for nothing, for no reason, just because of oil. Okay. So Obama administration and Biden administration was a disaster to Africans. And if Obama wins, Joe Biden wins, it means that is another war for South Sudan. If you are voting for Obama, for Biden, it means that you are voting for another war in South Sudan. And glad with that.
Yeah, do you know for the last 4 years, during President Trump in office, did President Trump ever visit one of the African countries? For the last 4 years, did President Trump visit one of the African countries?
No.
Okay,
why? He didn't visit. He didn't. He didn't.
How can he visit?
Okay, here's the reason.
Huh?
How can he visit shithole countries?
Exactly.
Correct.
Thank you for that.
Even me, I can say the same thing. They are shit country because they're doing nothing. Why would he visit someone who failed? Why would he visit someone who is corrupted? Why would he visit someone who kills his own people? That's what he said. He's not going to visit anybody that killing his people economically, socially, and by war. So why would he do that? But for someone, wait. But for someone who has interest like you, will go there and visit, so you get $1 million from them, and that's it. But he's a billionaire. He doesn't. You need your money.
Okay. One thing, the destabilization in Africa is not coming within Africa. There are outsiders who are behind in corruption and economic failures and all this looting going on. Corruption are from all Western world. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And Joe Biden and Obama were one of them. Even still one of them right now. Because they want to be billionaire. They are not billionaire yet, so they want to be billionaire. That's why even Joe Biden went to China and even being called nickname big guy. Instead of say big Biden, he say big guy. You see how they corrupt?
No. Joe Biden don't have business with China, and you know now in America, let's talk a little bit about the interest of South Sudanese American. What is they feel like, you and I, why this election is important to us. So as you mentioned before that the interest of South Sudan is during former President Obama, what happened in Libya and also South Sudan. So let's talk a little bit about it. So during President Trump for the last 4 years, what did President Trump get to South Sudan?
That's an excellent question. I usually read the letters, what they call the letters for foreign extension. If the President of the United States always write letters to any particular country with the interest, okay? President Trump said one thing that I like, and that's why I'm voting for him. In his letter, I wish I could have brought that letter with me. He said, anybody that rebels against the system is not a good leader. And when he said that letter, that was the letter that actually imposed President Kiir and Riek Machar to sign peace agreement. There was no option. If the president of the United States recognized that a fundamental problem in Africa is the rebellion system, with support of outsiders, as I said before. If he said that, then I knew President Trump, although he didn't take any further action, so his word alone is a very important, encourageable. That's why now we have that peace South Sudan. Otherwise, to be honest with you, without Trump administration giving that hard words, and you know him, you always say his words and doesn't. Trump doesn't say anything he can do. That is why right now we have peace in South Sudan. That's one thing that I need to for him to go and accomplish that mission. And it is our job. It is our job as South Sudanese Americans to write letters. And I can ask you, how many times did you write the letter to the Trump administration in support of peace in South Sudan? None. But that is your job. So why would you have a right to vote when you didn't have a right to ask your administration to support your country? So this is our job too as well. So it is something that's very important that we vote for them and we make them responsible also for our country. So that's the reason I'm voting for him.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. You said that you want to vote for him about it, about that what you mentioned. But it's still, as you see now, during 4 years, and how South Sudan is like right now, still, even though President Kiir and Vice President Riek Machar signed peace. In that peace, you see how the economy now in the country, because you see like a few weeks ago, they're supporting that. There's a report coming out from South Sudan that South Sudan ran out of currency. Currency that they are talking about is US dollars, you see? And do you know why? That's because the sanctions. And the way that President Trump tied because sanction on South Sudan. And that's the reason why you see South Sudan right now is in crisis of economic crisis. So, and you see how the dollar rate went up and the South Sudan pound went up is because of those sanctions, top sanction that President Trump forces against South Sudan government. So, and that's the reason. But what if during Obama administration, so, and you see the economy wasn't that bad until now. And also to Trump, Obama was there, but he didn't pose a lot of sanctions toward the South Sudan government. So I think if I can mention something, because the U.S. government, regardless, the foreign policy is very weak during our Trump administration. And you see why, because all the foreigners country now, they shy away. We lost trust. So we need, and when we elected President Biden, he will bring that that relationship American want to those countries that they don't want that President Trump was destroying during the administration time. So,
can you give an example of the countries? Give an example of the countries that lost relationship with us.
Okay, let me.
How about in Europe, NATO?
Okay, that's one of good example right there.
I'm going to answer that question.
Yeah.
Before we go to answer that question that I've just put it up, so you need to answer that as Trump supporters.
Okay. First of all, that question on the screen: why the police in the United States are killing Black American citizens during Obama administration? During Obama administration, Chicago was known as the city of ghosts. There were more than 1,000 people killed a day. There were police cases that involved that killing Black people. Obama didn't do anything about it. Now, the reason that you see there is a problem right now in the United States, talking about black, it is a political gain. Democrats promote it as a hatred. Okay? There is no one day Trump sent the police down to go and kill Black because they're Black. And even Black are more secure under Trump administration more than Obama administration. It was because the media did not cover exactly. And if you go to research right now and see the number of people, Black people that were killed by police during Obama administration, as compared to Black people killed during administration of Trump, it will be more or almost even more than Trump. And go and do research about that. Now, on the side of NATO, we have not lost relationship with NATO. What President Trump said is that the NATO members must pay full fees. That's a responsibility. Doesn't mean you lose the relationship, okay? Because there are members in NATO that have not been paying millions and millions of dollars, and they have been covered by the United States. What for? That millions and millions of dollars could be brought back to help us right here. That's what Trump was saying, that any member in NATO must pay the fees. And of course they did it. That is given to President Trump. That's the one of foreign policy. Another foreign policy is this. The reason I asked before that, give an example of country that actually lost relationship with us. First of all, we lost relationship with Libya under administration of Obama. You can agree with that. With me with that. Tanzania, they left us. Ghana, they left us. Okay. Burundi, they left us. If you talk about policy, Iran has been great enemy with us. Okay. Russia have been troubling with us under the administration of Trump, of Obama. Libya, Egypt, democratic leader, somebody was elected by the people of Egyptian, was actually overthrown by the military coup with support of the Obama administration. If you believe in principle of democracy, why would you do that?
So you
there is no single country.
You cannot blame that to President Obama, because that is
yes, we have to blame him. It was
during the Arab Spring.
What they call Arab Spring.
During the Arab Spring, that is not.
Yeah, but that was initiated Trump. It still is blame. He was the one who initiated it before President Bush. Was there any Arab Spring? No. It was actually started by Trump himself. Obama himself. So in that case, we had lost a lot. Right now, Israel. Trump is very strong in foreign policy. Look at what he did. He opened Jerusalem. Did Obama did it? No. Did anybody in any country did it? No. There are many countries, Arab countries, that have been enemies with Israel right now. They have made peace. And you witness with the celebration with the White House. Did Obama did it? No. How do you call that? That's what you call foreign policy. Okay? So if you look at foreign policy, Mr. Stronger, Maker, Great America Again, Mr. Trump is the greatest American president. And by the way, Trump tells the truth. Trump tells the truth. Trump is not pushing. Trump can say anything. That's why people don't like him. I know you don't like him because he can say anything, because he's not a politician and he tries to tell the truth. Okay? Trump even banned these Islamic countries that come to make terrorists our country. Don't you be happy with that? Which president did it? None. Mr. Trump, let's go.
Well, that's Dr. Deng Ding, if you can see, President Trump said that make America great again. And if we can see during
again and again.
Yeah,
That's Sleepy Joe in the basement again and again.
During the 4 years in the office, have you seen something change in America?
Yes.
There's nothing changed.
Economic change. Economic change. American in history, America, you can see that number one. Number two, healthcare. I can give you an example myself. I can give you an example myself. Under Obamacare, this is what a lot of people fail to understand. Under Obamacare, okay, you can go to any hospital, you can be treated, okay? That's socialism, anyway. That is what Mr. Isaac and other people are enjoying, okay? You can go to any hospital, you can have a national health card, that's fine, okay? But here is one thing, there is a tricky thing that people don't understand about Obamacare. People think that is good. Yes, you can go to hospital. Medical doctor can prescribe you medicine. But when you go to the pharmacy and buy the medicines are actually twice as much as you could pay if you have your own choice of health care. Okay, that policy put a lot of African Americans and even people who are very poor in problem. They don't get treatment at all. You can have prescription, yes. You can see a doctor, yes. Now, if Mr. Madid, if you go to a woman who is cooking food and you are hungry, and the woman tells you, comes here, and you went there, and then you smell the taste of food and walked away, have you actually chased away the hunger? No. You can smell it, but the hunger will not go away. That's exactly how Obamacare was. You can go to hospital, get treatment, okay? Get prescription. But when you go and buy medicines, you can't afford them because the amount of money that you can buy from pharmacy is more expensive than the amount of money, the welfare that gives you. And that's why now people with a lot of major problems, for example, let's say you have a surgery, welfare, you can even know, welfare does not cover major health surgery. Even under disease, for example,
let's take Obamacare, for example, for a second. Let me talk about Obamacare for a second. You mentioned that Obamacare is not good for Americans. I disagree. That's not true. You know why? Do you know how many times the Republican, President Trump, appealed Obamacare? 60 times. 60 times. And it failed. They never passed. Because when President Trump came to the office, he said that he will appeal Obamacare and replace it with the beautiful one. The beautiful Obamacare, or beautiful care. But he never mentioned what he can replace Obamacare. That beautiful.
He did.
He didn't.
He did.
He don't have it.
Let me give you. Let me give you.
60 times he appealed it, and he failed.
Okay.
Do you know the reason why it failed? Because, hang on a second. The reason why it failed is because Obamacare is for the whole American people. Because the reason why the Obamacare was designed is for pre-condition people who have, for example, heart disease.
I need to check with the kids here. There's time they're going to school. I will be back shortly for you.
Okay, go ahead. So those things, Obamacare was designed for those people who don't have health insurance. If you don't have health insurance, for example, Dr. Dending, if you don't have a job and you don't have insurance, you are qualified, you can apply for Obamacare, and you can be able to go to hospital and get treated. You see, without Obamacare, you cannot able to go to hospital. Okay. So, but Obamacare also too, he open, if you have your own health care, you feel free. You can have your own health insurance at your job. Also, beautiful part of Obamacare, the kid, if you are a teenager, it allowed your kid to stay in your plan until your kid 10, 22 years old. But the Republican cannot do that.
They are what? How many years old?
22 years old.
22 years old.
Family, yeah, you can stay with your family health care until you turn 22 years old. But Trump cannot. He don't like that. He don't want that.
Okay,
so
I'm going to answer you this way.
So the Obamacare is one of the health insurance that American people they like, and that's the reason why Trump failed to appeal it. He
Thank
never.
You. Let me answer that part. Let me answer that part, Mehdi. It's very important here. First of all, Trump failed 60 times to win the appeal because the House is controlled by the majority of Democrats. Simple reason. Okay, so that's the simple reason. If the House passed,
he failed in Senator.
What?
You know, he
what?
failed in Senator.
No. Before it goes. Okay, before it goes, let me ask a question here. Before it goes to Senate, who votes first? Is it Senate or Congress?
Yeah, House.
Okay, so the House is controlled by the majority of Democrats, and you can pass it. There's no way that you can pass it when it's not. But now, if the House
and Democrat controlled the House during the midterm election, and when Trump took office in 2016. He controlled the White House. He controlled House, and he controlled Senate. And he still failed.
No.
And that's the
yes. Well. Okay. Let's come back. Let's come back to Obama right here. Let me mention here.
The White House, and he appealed it.
Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask this question. First of all, you're saying that under Obamacare, you can be free to be treated. When you came here for the first time, when you came here for the first time, did you go to hospital for free or did you pay money for your pocket?
Oh, me? Yeah. When I came, I came during President Bush time.
Okay, but did you go to hospital free? Or did you pay money from the pocket?
Yeah, let me answer you. When I came during 2001, is during President Bush time, and he's a Republican. And do you know healthcare? I got those healthcare. It's called healthcare. So that is for those people. And I also too. I came. No, listen. And I came.
Medicaid.
Yeah, Medicaid.
Yes, Medicaid. Medicaid is Medicaid for every American. It's the same thing as Obama. Anyway, what Obama is talking about. Medicaid is anybody that does not have a job. That is already a law. Okay, even if you man it, it's not going to change it. So it doesn't actually make a difference between the Obama appeal, Obamacare and Medicaid. Now,
okay. For that, let me finish this. During that time, I was given Medicaid, and I was 16 by then. And when I turned 18, you know what? The Medicaid was canceled because I'm 18 years old.
Oh, no. So it does depend on the state. That depends.
If it was Obama by then, I should have my Medicaid until I turn 26. Yeah,
No. You are not a family member. That's a mistake. You are not family. Your mother is not here for you to steal until the 26th. That's this is the family plan. This is the part of family.
Okay. I will stay with my foster care, my family. I will stay with my foster
okay.
I was 6 years old.
Okay, so let me. All right. Okay. Here's the point, Medit.
Yeah.
A Medicaid does not have a limit age. A Medicaid is given to someone who does not have a job, whether you are 99 years old or whether you are 2 years old. A Medicaid does not, belong to just if you have a job. Yes, it has to be canceled. Okay. Even the same thing under Trump. Under Trump care. If you have a job, you can't have Medicaid. You can have both. You can have both of them, Medicaid and your health care. You can have both of them. Either way. Okay. So now the choice is, if you, for example, if you're 26, the choice is up to you, to the parents. They either keep you, okay, or if you work, then you can waive the health care from your work. That's what it is. When you come back to Obamacare, President Trump said existing condition is supporting existing condition. He never said that I'm going to remove everything from Trump. what we argue as the Republicans, and people understand the negative part of Obamacare is socialism. It will take away the right from you from your work. For example, I give you an example myself. If I make $75,000 a year, I will not be eligible for Obamacare. I won't. Okay. Okay. So what is my advantage? And then from the work, they take my tax going to the government to pay that fee. What is the advantage from me? That's what Trump said. Oh, that's wrong. You can't take the money from Medid and not qualify for that. That's why I say that let Medid make a choice. You make a choice. If you work in a company, okay, you make $75,000, you can have your own insurance. Okay. But Obama eliminated that. That's why it's wrong. Secondly, it is very expensive. Like I said before, yes, you can go to hospital, you can see a doctor, you can get prescription. But when you go and buy the medicine that prescribed, you cannot afford them, you still die. And I witnessed it in New York. When I was in New York, there were many African Americans. Of course, you know that New York is very highly populated by African Americans. There were many African Americans still died because the treatment was not full. So the socialism is not good for the United States. Sleepy Joe, sorry.
No, so Obamacare is best for the country, for the American people, because those people who have those people.
Okay. Now, what is Joe do for us, Joe? Let's talk about our own South Sudanese. What do you think that if Joe is elected, is going to do for South Sudan?
Okay, that's a good question. Joe can work with those leaders so that he can bring like economy. He can bail out the South Sudan. So South Sudan should support Joe, because when Joe come up, give the money to South Sudan government so that they can.
But he was vice president, for 8 years. What support did he do?
What? Who?
Biden. He was vice president for 8 years. He even destroyed South Sudan. What support did he do?
What did Biden did bad during 8 years administration of Obama? They haven't.
Biden didn't do anything. But Trump.
Do you know 2011 during referendum? Do you know who worked hard to bring referendum? It was because, do you know John Kerry? Remember when John Kerry was in South Sudan? He was flying state to state. You know John Kerry was Democrat Party. Yeah. So
is that a support you talk about? Remember John Kerry something. Don't forget about this. That was the reason when John Kerry was removed. John Kerry was against his administration because the way the one moving towards South Sudan was wrong. That's why even he said clearly, let's so it be. When Obama talked about corruption, he said, what country does not have corruption? This is the new country that come out. That was the reason it was removed. So Obama was actually talk about the negative part about South Sudan. Okay, so if you talk about that, Democrat destroy South Sudan. Now you say before that.
Do you know why the reason Obama was not supporting was against African leaders? Because do you remember when he gave that speech in Addis Ababa? I think it was saying that why the African leaders stay in the power for more than 30 years, 40 years, 20 years.
Because of America.
So no, it's not because of America.
Yes.
America cannot. That's not true. America cannot force a law in the other country. No.
Example.
Yeah. America has an interest with any country, but it cannot make the rule for the country.
Okay.
For example,
first of all, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I want, because I'm going to leave. I'm going to tell you why I'm going to vote for Trump, and this is what Trump is going to do for South Sudan. Okay? First of all, Trump is not. You say that sanction is the one that actually brought economic problems in South Sudan. It might be a reason, but that's not really an absolute reason. It could be part of it. But here is the problem here in South Sudan. The economy collapse in South Sudan because the leaders within South Sudan and the leaders, South Sudan leaders outside South Sudan, bought out our currency. And when your currency is bought out, it becomes weak and weak and weak and weak. For example, Riek Machar was in South Africa. All his supporters, the big guys, they were in Ethiopia, in Sudan, in Kenya, in Uganda. Okay? Did you think that they were paying South Sudan pounds? No. They took all the money that they took from Upper Nile, and they go and they went somewhere and sold that as what? As a dollar. And when you sold your money in other country currency, your economy become weak. You don't have any value. So the money value in South Sudan, the value of our currency is the biggest problem that actually tripling our economy in South Sudan. It is not about sanctions. Sanctions were there even before Trump came in.
Okay?
Sanctions were there.
It is a sanction. That's why the American dollar was weak. When the sanction falls in your country, your economy will go
of
down.
Of course. So, but look at Iran. Look at Iran. Iran sanction has been in Iran since when, but economy is still strong. So it's a matter of your currency. Seeing Iran close out, seeing Iran close out dollar. Now you can't take dollar to Iran. Iran is fine. But in South Sudan, you are given and you are bringing a dollar. You see? So you're giving yourself. So it's not about, I wouldn't blame Trump for that. I wouldn't blame Trump for that, but it is your own fault. I would say the economic fail in our country, it is our own fault. Now, here's why I'm voting for him. Number one, I'm going to keep writing letters, and all of us keep writing letters and say and give more tough measures on rebellion system. I hate the rebellion system. The rebellion system is the biggest problem. Instead, we support the rebellion system is wrong. I know Joe Biden, when he becomes president, you will say, oh, Salva Kiir married, oh, Riek Machar. You're not taking his side. You will be just only blame me. Trump.
Yes, you said you are going to vote. You are going to vote Trump. Okay, when Trump take up his seat in 2016, did President Kiir come to White House for visit?
No. But
why?
President Kiir. Okay. Here's the reason. Here's the reason. Let me tell you the secret. In the United States to be invited, to White House, there are two that can happen. Number one, you must have democracy in your country. Okay? There are countries in Africa 1,000 years and they have never come to White House. Tell me how many presidents Africa president came to White House? Only two. Okay? Only two. And because they show democracy. Even if Trump says that I want South Sudan to come to White House, the United States Parliament will say no. Because South Sudan is not a democratic reform country yet. Okay? So they will not invite him. That's already obvious. Okay? Have they invited Uganda? No. Have they invited Ethiopia? No. Have they invited even their friend, Egyptian? Have they invited anybody? No. It's because of a democracy. You have to have a democracy system for you to be invited by us. That's number one. Number two, it is economic interest. If Salva Kiir Mayardit has given up an oil control to America, believe me, we would have not a problem. We would have not have problem in South Sudan. Salva would have been in White House 24/7, even a secret visit. But because Salva refused, it became the enemy. And that's what you do good. Sleepy Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. the voting on Tuesday.
Okay.
Because I will see you Tuesday when Joe Biden win the election. So at the midnight.
That's okay. That's okay. It would be still my president too. Is that a problem? Maybe wins, that's fine. But it's not going to be good as. But we know that Trump is going to win anyway.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
We'll see you on
thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, Dr. So for those of you South Sudan who are watching, thank you for watching. So we want you guys, South Sudan American, will encourage you to go and vote, regardless whether you supporting President Trump or Joe Biden. You have to go outside and vote because it's important to vote. That's the only thing. So go out there and vote. Thank you so much for watching. And I think it's a time for me to end the show here. So the only show for today, guys, is to encourage all South Sudanese go outside to vote tomorrow or Tuesday. So early vote, the last day is tomorrow on Monday. So Tuesday is election day, so you guys can go outside and vote. So don't feel like that, okay, if you don't support Joe Biden or President Trump, you will not go, you will say, oh, I don't want to go and vote. No, that's not the case. So you need to go and vote. That's your right. That's your voice. If you want your voice to be heard, that is the time that you just go outside and vote your choice. If you want, you like what, and you hear what President Dr. Deng said. So he support President Trump, and the reason why he support that, he said it. So that's a good thing. So for those of you who are supporting just Republican, Democrat, or you are independent, just go outside there and vote. That is very important. That is the beauty part of it, to live in America, because democracy is what we want. So, and when you want to do that, you have to do your right to go out there and vote. Then Kamis, I'm about to end the show, my brother, because I have other plan to go. So 5 minutes is real life. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys want to come, I can give you guys 10 minutes. So if you want to come, click the link and come on. I will give you guys 10 minutes before I close the show. thank you guys for watching. Please, we have 2 more days for election day. 2 more days. So for those of you who are watching, please go out and vote tomorrow. So that's what this the show of today is about. So today is Sunday. So tomorrow will be a Monday. So Tuesday is election day. So please, for those of you, don't stay home. Go out and vote. So and that's what we want. This is what the show is about. So if you want, let your voice be heard, please go out and vote. So that's what we are doing this show today. Special South Sudanese American. It's not even South Sudanese American. All Africans who are living in the United States and you are citizen, you have right to go and vote, regardless who you support. We want you to go outside and vote and do your right. So that is the message that we are hosting this show. So thank you for watching. So I'm gonna end the show now because my time is over. So I'm going somewhere. So this show was designed for specific 1 hour. So now it's 1 hour. So I'm gonna end the show right now. So then Kamis, we will meet on Tuesday night. So Lake State Media will cover the election day. So tomorrow, Tuesday night, Lake State Media will be live, and then we will see, for those Sudanese who will know who the outcome of election, Lake State Media will announce too, on our media platform. So tuning in on Tuesday night. So we will be doing that. So thank you guys. So I will see you guys next week or on Tuesday night. Have a good night.
Man,